everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft Survival Let's Play episode. We are starting right here. Well, we started down there, but now we're up here in the trophy room, and I have something pretty cool to show you guys. Well, I guess first to start with, I'll show you really quick. This tunnel, I said I'd work on it between episodes, and I did a little bit of work. I put the redstone lamps in, and I put these fences in, but it's all still very stony and very thin. I haven't done a lot of work on that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, which is part of the reason I haven't done anything, but just so you know, that's what I've been doing with that. I know I left off last time telling you guys that I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do yet, and that was accurate. But I have something else to show you guys in this episode as well, just right up here at the top. I found something, and at first I was excited, and then I wasn't excited, and then I was excited again, because right here, you see I dug a staircase out of it. You see that down there? That is moss stone, and I didn't put that there. There's a spawner right here. And at first I was really excited because I found a spawner so close to the surface, so close to our house. But it is a zombie spawner. I don't know if you can see very well in there. And that's kind of lame. I don't really want a zombie spawner, because that's really not all that useful to me. I don't really need the XP because a single zombie spawner is not going to produce nearly as much XP as my blaze farm. And I definitely don't need the rotten flesh. I guess I can have this moss stone, even though I know how to make this stuff anyway. But I do have one. I realized at first I was kind of like, oh man, what am I going to actually do with this zombie spawner? I thought maybe I'll just ignore it, you know? But it's right here. It's right in the middle of a bunch of other stuff that we're, dealing with and using, so we might as well. Well, I got all the moss stone, but I didn't get enough cobblestone to actually fill this place back in. But we will in a second, and then we're actually going to probably dig it away again, so who knows what we're actually going to do. But I realized that there was something kind of interesting we could do with this zombie spawner. And that is, this zombie spawner will occasionally spawn zombie villagers, theoretically. I'm going to do some looking into it, but I think that theoretically this zombie spawner should spawn zombie villagers. And those zombie villagers we can actually cure and turn into villagers. And instead of having a villager breeder, we could sort of farm villagers right here. And I think that's an interesting idea. So I wanna look more into that idea. But first, what I want to do is get this place kind of set up. Go get some more cobblestone to fill in for now, and kind of just see if we can test our theory. See if there's a way we can test our theory of how to turn this place into, I guess, sort of a villager creation farm by curing spawned zombie villagers. I don't know. I want to see what happens. I think it'd be kind of a cool idea. It's something a little bit different to do with this place, and I think it actually has a little bit more use, because for all we know, we could get a librarian who would sell us a mending book or something like that. So I want to try it out, but first I'm going to need some more blocks, because I came down here without any blocks. So I'm actually going to... Oh, man, it's nighttime and everything. As we're nearing the top, I'm going to grab my bow, and then I'm just, I guess, going to make a run for it. Hopefully nothing blows me up or shoots at me. Well, we'll sleep real quick while I'm here. Alright, I'm back down here, and I want to test my theories, I guess. I want to see what happens when we try to, like, in what ways we might be able to actually make this thing operate. So, I've got a few different shaped blocks here. This isn't going to be made out of cobblestone in the end, but I'm not really sure how to do this, honestly. Like, maybe... I don't know. I don't know how to... What I want to do, my idea is to build little, like, chamber places where we can hold the zombies that are dark enough in there. Does that make sense? I want to make it, like... Will they spawn in that? I don't know if they can spawn in that amount of space. I mean, that could work, but that's so bulky. Oh, hey, it worked. So now how do we... Man, I just don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what... I have to think about how we're going to do this. Because I can get, like, with a block there, I can get enough so that things spawn, right? So I set up these, which sort of work. So you can, like, just, like, barely see in there. if there's anything in there or not. But I don't think I really like how this works. I don't think this looks very good. I want a better solution. Maybe I'll do some internet research and see if there's anybody who's come up with a really smart solution for how to limit the light that gets in there, but still make it light in this room so they can only spawn in those specific places. Like, that would be the idea, right? Let me go do some research and see if I can figure this thing out. Alright guys, so I have a little bit of a better plan. You can see I dug out a walkway around the outside of the spawner. And this is where we're going to hang out. And these places where I put slabs, those are marking sort of where I want the zombies, or zombie holding locations to be. I think I have a much better plan now. We're just going to have to see how it works. But yeah, we're going to need a couple supplies, so I need to head up there. I had to dig out this tunnel to be a little bit lower because I dug out from the center, so... But I still think, I think this is going to work. I think this is actually going to work very, very well. What we're going to do is behind these blocks, we're going to end up filling in this space, and then behind each of these areas, like right here will be a zombie spawn location, right inside here, which I'm kind of excited about. Behind each one of these, we're going to have a space for a zombie to spawn. It'll be like the only space for zombies to spawn. I'm going to either keep this lit up, or I want to actually look up and see if I completely encase this thing in stone, but there's dark spaces still close enough to it, it should still spawn in those things. So I could completely encase this whole area of the room and only have dark spaces right in there. And I'll show you guys how I'm going to make it dark. I'm going to use pistons, sticky pistons, to subtract, or rather add and retract blocks at will, so that we can make it dark and light depending on what we need. And I'm also going to use a trick with some... look around for creepers. I'm going to use a trick using redstone lamps and pressure plates in order to light up chambers that already have something spawned in them. That way nothing else can spawn in there and we can see inside. So what I'm going to need is several stone pressure plates and several redstone lamps. Let's see, four per side, 4 sides. I'm going to need 16 of each, and I have none. So... well, I've got 9 of these, but I'm going to need some more. I brought a bed down here so I can sleep if I need to, and then now is the time that I'm going to begin actually maybe building some of these things. So the basic idea, what I want to do is actually everywhere there's one of these is where I'm going to put a redstone lamp. So there'll be one right next to the door, and then a space, and then another one, right? And this isn't going to be a door, that's just, I called it a door right now. I'm actually not going to have, that's going to be all closed in. But for right now, I called it a door, I guess. But we're going to close it in. And so these mark behind these lamps is going to be where our zombies actually spawn. So we dig out a space right here. So we dig out a space behind there, and then I'm going to place a pressure plate right down there. And then I think, what do we need? We're going to need a sticky piston up there, right? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. And then a lever, and we're also going to need one of these. So we place lever here and that right there. And then if we hit the piston and bring it up again, you can see it brings the slab with it. And then it places the slab back down. And so right there, theoretically, a zombie could spawn right now, I guess. I don't really know. Also, this feels really cramped, so I think I'm going to have to make more space down here. But I think this is what we're looking for right here. Also, sorry, that was bugging me. I want it to be like that. There we go. So then all we have to do is flick here, and then theoretically, when a zombie spawns, it will stand on the pressure plate, and then it will light up that lamp right there, and then we'll get to see it. And then when we see it's a zombie villager, we flick the thing, and then we can cure the zombie villager. And if it's not a zombie villager, we don't even have to open it. We can just kill the zombie from within there. And I think that is going to be sort of the plan. And then obviously there'll be blocks right here and blocks right here to not see that, and maybe we'll fill in this whole space, or maybe we'll just keep it lit up. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's all going to be blocked off anyways. We won't even see inside. But I need to go through and make the rest of this, and also, as much as I hate that I'm gonna have to do this again, I think this needs to get at least one block wider, because this feels really skinny. So I think I'm gonna dig this thing all out one more block to get a little bit more space to work with and think, because I feel a little bit cramped right now. And I want to put in the rest of the mechanism, and then once all the mechanisms are in place, I want to actually change all the blocks, because none of this is going to be stone and cobblestone. I'm going to have to come up with some kind of design for this place, but right now I'm just testing it in theory using stone and cobblestone and dirt and whatever else is here. But I want to dig out the rest of this place, and then actually let's do a test run, and then once it works and we know we have something that works, we're going to actually make it look pretty. So that's the plan. First, I'm gonna dig out this area. Holy cow. Alright, well this thing actually seems to be working. You can, if you listen, you can probably hear some zombies, and also you can probably see some of these are lit up, which means we can open this up. The zombies still can't escape. And, well, this one is not a villager, which means he can die. And we reclose that, and it gets dark in there again. And so it means that a zombie should be able to spawn in there. Theoretically, it should be dark enough. One thing I'm thinking about doing is probably coming up, grabbing some redstone and a lever or a redstone torch or something like that, and lighting up all of these from the outside before I go through and fix all the inside blocks, right? So, and making sure, I think it does look dark enough in there in all of these, right? Do some of them look lighter on the inside? I guess not. All these look pretty, see, that looks like it's actually pretty bright on the inside, doesn't it? That doesn't look as dark. And that's, I want to know why. Why doesn't this look quite so dark as, say, I mean, I don't know. That looks really dark. So why is it so dark in there, but not so dark in there? This seems to be working. I haven't gotten any zombie villagers yet, but I did find part of the reason, by the way, that I figured out some of those looked brighter than others was because there was actually a torch on the ground in there, but not like placed down. It was just an item, and Optifine was making it look brighter in there than it actually was. So if we actually look inside all of these right now, they all look dark on the inside, which is good. Nothing is currently spawned right now because I've been going around killing everything. But things have been spawning pretty regularly, actually. So it should be that if I stand, we might have to create a specific designated AFK area. But things have been spawning and then lighting up, and it's been working. No zombie villagers yet, but in theory this works. I'm going to wait till we get a zombie villager spawned to see if this system actually... I mean, I'm pretty sure this thing will occasionally spawn zombie villagers. I wish it was actually a zombie villager spawner, because there are specific spawners just for them. But I've just been killing the zombies whenever I see them. I've decided once again that I think I want this hallway to be wider. I keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger and keep having to change my staircase because of it. But yeah, I think that this isn't big enough for me. I think I want it to be a 3-wide hallway, and then maybe we can have like a center block on the floor. Like I was thinking about designs and thinking maybe we can have a center block in the middle of the floor. So, oh, there's another one. I wonder if there's an easier way to do a killing mechanism. Maybe there's some kind of redstone we could place in there. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. Maybe like a dispenser or something that triggers some lava, or I don't really know what. For now, I'll just kill them by hand. This is the kind of farm that I'm just trying to make it easier to do something that and really the whole point is just keeping them in one place. This is pretty much something that it's definitely automatic. But I'm still waiting for something to spawn that isn't a zombie. I don't want to do too much work on the aesthetics until I know that other things are going to spawn until I know a villager is going to spawn as well. I might also do some internet research to make sure that, oops, that's not right. There's a cave down here. You can see I lit it up a little bit so that it doesn't become a problem, but there is a cave down here. But yeah, so I'm gonna open up this by one more block, make the hallway a little bit wider, and just kind of let things spawn and see what happens. and hope that we get some villagers spawning. I don't really know how to make this more efficient. I don't know if you can. I think this is just in general going to be a slightly non-efficient farm. I just thought it'd be a fun project to work on, like a cool, interesting way to get villagers and to have to do something with this zombie spawner, because I don't think otherwise I would have done anything. But let's see how it works. I'm going to wait a little while, give it some time to actually spawn some stuff and see what happens. Keep going around and killing the zombies that spawn. And yeah, I think that's mostly the plan. I'll bring you guys back in just a little bit once I have a better idea of what's going to happen next, or maybe even have an idea of what this place is going to look like. Well, guys, I have some bad news right now. I dug this out, and I've been waiting for things to spawn, and things have been spawning. But while I was waiting for things to spawn, I did a little bit of research. And what I found out is that zombie villagers actually no longer spawn out of zombie spawners. That is an old mechanic that I guess I didn't realize they took out of the game because it's been so long since I've dealt with zombie spawners, but it's actually as of 1.11. So for those who are interested in this weird tidbit of Minecraft history, in 1.11, zombie villagers became their own mob instead of a zombie variant. Instead of just a different kind of zombie, just like the baby zombies are a variant of zombie. They look the same, but they're a little bit shorter. Zombie villagers became 100% their own mob, which meant that they couldn't be spawned from a zombie spawner like this, and there are no longer zombie villager spawners. There's only two ways to get a zombie villager. One is there's like a 5% chance that when a zombie spawns, it instead spawns a zombie villager. Not this, but like out there in the world in the dark, there's like a 5% chance it could be a zombie villager. It's like 1% in deserts because they spawn husks instead. But the other way is by a zombie killing a villager. Like, depending on your difficulty, there's like either a 50 to 100% chance that the villager will become a zombie villager when it gets killed by a zombie or by another zombie villager. So, well, that's a major bummer. Don't really know what to do about that. This basically makes this whole farm impossible. Like, it genuinely makes it impossible. I don't really know what to do about that. So, well, I guess I do have one idea. Here's my idea. What we could do, and I would only do this with express permission from you guys down in the comments. Here, let's talk about this for real. I would only do this with express permission from you guys down in the comments. But one thing we could potentially do is actually go into like creative mode and use commands in order to make a spawner that spawns zombie villagers and only zombie villagers. Now, the only reason I would think about doing that is just because this was such a fun, cool idea and I really want to make it work. But if you guys think that would be cheaty, if you guys think that would not be a good thing to do, if that's not the kind of Minecraft you guys want to see, then that's not what we're going to do. But what I want to give room for people to say that they want this project to work, because I thought this would be a cool idea. We could have like, I thought about decorating it like a zombie clinic, and we could have like some kind of like, you know, like white and red or white and blue, like all very clean looking, and like, I don't know, you guys get the idea. I thought about doing something sort of like that, and decorating this place, making it look all nice, and now I'm kind of bummed, because basically it means that all this work we've done in this episode is basically worthless. Like, there's nothing we can do with this except for trap zombies, and I'm not even sure why we would want to do that. So all we're getting from this is zombies right now, and that's pretty boring. If you guys think that we should do something more with this, then what we can do is actually make a spawner that spawns zombie villagers. But I'm going to leave that up to you guys, and whether that's something you guys would be interested in. It would mean not playing solely just in survival vanilla. Like, I would have to go into creative mode, and I would have to type in the commands to actually make a villager spawner, and which is not something that you could normally make in the game. It's not something that exists in the survival game, but you can spawn anything in. Like, with commands, I could make a pig spawner. I could make any kind of spawner I wanted. And so if we think that's a good idea, we can do that. But we also don't have to. There's other ways we could get villagers. So there are ways in survival mode that I could still get villagers, and that's the other reason that I think it might be kind of a fun way to do this. Is not because this is, I don't know. I guess I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I could really go either way. I don't really care which way we decide to go. If we decide that we want to do it the straight up survival way and we have to go track down zombie villagers, or we have to create a villager breeder of some kind, we can do that. I'm okay with doing that. But if you guys decide that you want to see this project come to fruition, then let me know. In fact, beyond just letting me know in the comments, let's actually do a poll. So I'm gonna put a poll in the video right here, and you guys will vote in the poll and let me know which way you think we should do this. And if you have any other comments or any other ideas, go ahead and leave those down in the comments as well, and I will make sure to pay attention to all the comments on this video to see what you guys think. Because it does feel kind of cheaty, but it also sounds like this project just seemed like such a fun idea, and so the reasons why I want to do it are more for the fun of doing it, not for the cheaty game mechanics of it. So I'm just going to leave it up to you guys and see what you guys think. Yeah, just kind of see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. The other thing, by the way, that I didn't mention that I've been noticing with this farm is sometimes it spawns baby zombies and I can't hit them. And if I open up the thing, they run out at me and try to attack me. So that's something to think about as well. I don't know if villagers spawn as babies or not. I don't remember how anything works anymore. Clearly, I don't remember any of this game. I used to know how this game worked, and now I guess I don't know anymore. But now all I'm doing is going around killing zombies, and then, yeah, so this place is pretty much worthless right now, which is sad. But if you guys decide that we want to continue with this project, then we can use you know, cheats. We can use creative mode in order to put a spawner in there. But if you guys decide that that's not what you want, then we won't do that. That being said, though, I don't think there's much else I wanted to do with this episode. I'm going to look around and check my list and make sure there's nothing else. But if not, then I think we're probably going to end it here. Sorry that we didn't actually get anything cool done in this episode, but I guess, you know, that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. I'm not, you know, committed to everything always working. I think part of life is some projects just don't work, you know, and you need to try different things, and that's okay with me. I'm okay with that happening. I hope you guys are okay with that happening. And if in the next episode we'll do something completely different, and hopefully that one will work. I'll try to do something that doesn't have a chance of not working. I'll try to do something that will definitely work in the next episode. Maybe some decorative stuff. I know there's lots of decorative stuff I'm doing. There's one thing I actually meant to show you, and I guess we can spend some time showing you right now. I took some time and I put some logs around our lakes, our little like ponds and things like that, and I think they look pretty good. You can see there's even a really nice one over here somewhere. I think it looks really good with this one over here. You can kind of see, like, I don't know, I just thought it looked cool. I also lit up the bottom of the lakes with glowstone. I thought it would be kind of a cool idea to have, like, I don't know, this like wooden thing. I just thought it looked nice and it added a little bit more color and interesting stuff to it. I think this one looks pretty good as well. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. But I thought this looked pretty good. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for me today. Let's call the episode right here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Sorry that things didn't quite work out the way I intended, you know, but I guess just, you know, sometimes that's what happens. And you know, we roll with the punches. I'm willing to roll with the punches if you guys are. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. Please vote in the poll. Whatever the poll says, that's what I'm going to do. I could really go either way on it. I see arguments for why we should do both reasons, or both action plans. I see reasons for both of them. So, I'm going to leave it up to you guys and what you guys think. I know I usually don't get a lot of responses in the poll, so if you guys want to have a vote, please vote. I think it's important. So, that's all I've really got for you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, sorry, but if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, do all of those cool, awesome YouTube things. If you want to see more content, make sure and click the bell icon, because that's how you get notifications. And that will definitely be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being your beautiful selves, and I will see you guys next time.